How do I set up RepriceIt, i.e. an Amazon Repricer for my Amazon merchant fulfilled inventory, not FBA, but merchant fulfilled or fulfilled by merchant. Now, the reason why I'm saying reprice it because it's the only repricer outside of Amazon's free repricer that I've tried, and it was very confusing. I wasn't quite sure what to do, so I backed out of it. But if you have personal experience with RepriceIt, which I know a lot of people do, a lot of people use this, I am very interested in someone helping me. I don't have to show the screen the whole time. Somebody helping me to set up RepriceIt. If you strongly recommend some other repricer, this one was only $16.99 a month for, I think it was 500 or less items in my inventory. And then it goes up from there, but it's still very affordable. I have not been using a repricer other than Amazon's since I've been doing Amazon FBA and then merchant fulfilled now exclusively on Amazon. So I did have mild success with the Amazon one, but the downside is that once the price drops, it doesn't, as far as I know, you're not able to increase the price back up with the rest of them. So what happened enough times that I noticed it was that there would be a book, let's say, that I'd end up selling for $10, but then all the prices are up at 25 because the repricer dropped all the way down with one of the mega sellers, and then everyone else increased their price, and I was left with a much smaller sale. So anyway, that's an example. But basically, I'm looking for someone to help me with it. If you have a YouTube video, or if you have want to do it by email, my email is 510booksmedia@gmail.com, and you can email me. But I'm looking for help because I have a relatively small inventory, but I have recently added. In general, I'm adding better books and CDs to Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, and I feel that I should be getting more sales, but because I don't have a repricer and it's not repricing constantly, I am probably missing out on more frequent sales. So I've heard people say, "Oh, my sales went up by 20% just by turning on my repricer and having it all set up." Well, that would be a big deal because I don't get nearly as many Amazon sales that I would like. And I'm going to continue to add more inventory and ideally increase that inventory going forward, whether they be books or CDs. It's probably what mostly they're going to be. I'm not really selling anything else on there. I'm not ungated on DVDs, and most VHS tapes, if it's high value, I'll just put it on eBay. And I sell VHS tapes in my store here. So yeah, this is basically a call for help from someone that was overwhelmed when I was looking at videos about how to set up RepriceIt. And from what it seems like, people talk about different templates, and you have to have all these different templates for all these different scenarios, and it was really overwhelming. I didn't really understand. It's not my thing. I just basically want to know if there's a way to, if I have 500 books, CDs, etc., to reprice all of them, but don't have the price tank so much so that it ends up selling for a minimal profit, if not, even breaking even or losing money. So I know that you can do it by a dollar amount, don't go below a certain dollar amount, or you can do it by a percentage, I believe. But how do you do that with the $50 books versus the $20 books versus the $15 books? How do you figure that out? So I'm sure there's an answer to this, and when someone watches this video, they'll say, "Oh, well, it's easy. You just do X, Y, and Z." If it's easy, definitely email me or send me. If you're going to send me to a video, a YouTube video or any other video, for me personally, it's going to have to be like a complete solution, not just, "Oh, set up this one template. That'll really help you," versus, "Oh, here's the 12 templates that I use that help me, sell way more of my Amazon items." Again, not FBA, but merchant fulfilled or fulfilled by merchant. So, that's helpful. I'm even willing, if it seems to make sense, to pay somebody to help me with this. just because I want this set up and running and not have to worry about it. And I'm assuming that's how it is, right? Once it's set up, you don't really have to tinker with it. As long as, you know, I increase my sales a good amount, then I'm pretty happy, because I understand there are very aggressive large large sellers that use aggressive repricing, where they're always undercutting you by a penny, and they're willing to drive the price way, way, way down. But then they have a way to increase the price if everyone else is increasing it. So, you know, and also, is it too much of a secret, right? Are you not willing to help me because you don't want to divulge your secrets or the way that you set up your repricer? I understand that, but yeah, I'm asking for help because eBay's pretty simple. There's no repricing nonsense, but Amazon's the wild, wild west. And while I do get sales on Amazon, I don't get nearly as many as I think I should be getting with the better quality books and CDs that I'm putting on there. I recently put a lot of books on there, and I haven't sold any of them in the last week and a half. I put some good stuff up, and I repriced once, but all the prices were so much lower. It was just wow. It's pretty crazy to me. So, and again, my other question would be, so number one, can you make it so that your repricer goes down to a certain level and then stops, or readjusts back up to where it was or where everyone else is automatically? Can you reprice higher priced books for lower priced books and lower priced books at the same time? Or do you have to set a rule for one specific book, which doesn't make sense to me, because then I can just do that manually. Even though it is doing it automatically, it just seems like if I have 100 books that are going for 50 or more, I have to set up individual rules for each of them. So this is all very mystifying to me. So definitely any help would be great. And again, if someone can offer a complete solution, if you're willing to do it for free, that's very appreciated. But if you're going to charge, that's fine. If it's a reasonable amount and you really have a lot of experience with it, and you've been selling on Amazon for at least a few years, I would say, and have seen your sales, your percentage of your sell-through rate is high. That's really what I want, is a higher sell-through rate. If I put a book on there for $3 and it goes down to 20 and sells within a couple of weeks, I'm happier with that than it just sitting at the same price and doesn't sell for 6 months. I would rather have a faster, quicker sell-through rate than make more profit over a long period of time, within reason. If it's a legitimate $80 book, I don't want it to go all the way down to $20, just because one other repricer is willing to go down that low. So, you get my point. It makes sense, right? If it's an $80 book, it's an $80 book. You should get $80 for it all day. But then probably the repricers aren't going to be tanking it, but you know how they do sometimes. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. If you can help me, I'd appreciate it. Let me know. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.